Welcome everybody to episode number 44 of the COD Casuals podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
How are we doing, Justin? Good?
Good. Yeah.
How was the weekend for you?
It was good. I had the day off today. So today's Monday.
The 13th.
Yeah, the 13th. So I had a nice long weekend.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I can't remember because we, like every weekend, we tweet out about it too. We usually are just playing games or watching fantasy or watching our fantasy.
Yeah.
I got cooked this week in fantasy. Absolutely fried. How did you do? Did you win or no?
Yeah, I should. I'm winning like 149 to 100 right now.
Oh, because there's a game going on today, isn't there too?
I got two more players. So, I mean, it should be secured.
Who are you? Yeah, I can't remember. Who are you playing right now in our league?
Who am I? Oh, I'm playing our friend Ben.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, I've lost what? No, like the last 3 weeks. No,
Yeah.
I won last week, and I got back into form. I'm like, this is where my team should be.
Right.
Because the 3 games before that, the only real loss I took was from you.
Right.
The other two, that was like complete bullshit.
Yeah. You lost by like. I was only a couple of points. I remember
Yeah.
it was such a
1 week I lost by 0.3.
Oh, yeah.
That was garbage. And then the next
Can you
week,
believe that?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
0.3. I literally needed 5 yards.
Yeah.
5.
And you couldn't get them.
Yeah. And then after that, the week after, I lost by 3 points.
Absurd.
And that's because, like, the Buccaneers, they took out their starting players with, like, 4 minutes left in the last quarter.
They just wanted to protect them.
Yeah, because they're cooking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I lost because of that.
Yeah, that's the only
The starters
reason.
just didn't play. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
But now I'm back on track now.
There you go.
So,
Dude, it's funny because right now, and I've mentioned before, right? Like, I'm not really a big football person.
Yeah.
You know, I do like it,
Yeah.
but I'm not as big as everybody else that's in our fantasy league. Like,
Yeah.
you guys really follow it. And I've been doing well, but yeah, this last weekend, man, I did not do. My players, a couple of them just did not show up.
Yeah, well,
They
yeah.
were one of them got injured.
Yeah.
Was it Terry
McLaren.
Yeah, Terry McLaren.
Might have a concussion.
Yeah, and he was going to bring in a lot of points for me because usually he's not too bad.
Yeah. The Washington football team got cooked.
Yeah.
They did really bad.
It was terrible.
But no, yeah, you just had a lot of players on bye week.
Yeah,
But
which is
that's the
unfortunate.
exact reason why we added like this extra week, because there's after this week, like, no one else has a bye.
Yeah.
So you can have your best roster like ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, which is good.
But you're first in the league right now.
So I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
you know?
It's your first year.
Yeah,
Beginner-
yeah,
big
it's
beginner's luck.
it's no, it's all strategy, bro. Like,
And-
promise me.
And auto draft.
Yeah.
Auto
That-
draft, like,
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I thought I was gonna get screwed over from auto draft, but I
No.
got blessed because of auto
yeah.
draft.
That's a point of auto draft.
Yeah.
Like anyone that's listening and plays fantasy, you know, the person that auto drafts always ends up like doing pretty well.
Yeah.
They do better than average.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, next year, like, we'll
No auto draft, so we'll have to actually do it.
yeah, we'll all sit and like do our research. on
Yeah. Oh
players.
man, I'm gonna have to do some mad research to be able to like.
You just gotta pick like the names that you know.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
the
gonna
thing.
probably end up doing. Is
Yeah.
just the people like
Yeah.
I have an okay knowledge now,
Mm-hmm.
which that's been the really good thing about playing and doing the whole fantasy is because I watch not just my players but the guys that I'm facing. I get
Yeah.
to see their names, so I'm familiar with them.
Yeah. And at the end, like, if you don't know, just pick the next like ranking guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what auto draft does.
Yeah, more or
like when
less.
it's your turn, it just picks the highest ranked player.
Yeah.
From last season. So
But I will say the biggest dub of the week in football I saw was that the Titans.
oh yeah,
They won.
yeah. The Titans like
They weren't they what 0-10. Was it not the
no,
Titans? No,
the
I'm thinking of
Lions.
the Lions.
Yeah.
That was the biggest. Sorry, not the Titans.
Yeah.
The Lions.
they won last week. Yeah,
Oh, so what are they right now?
1-10.
Yeah, 1-10.
11-1. 1-1-1-1.
Can you
That's
imagine?
crazy. Yeah.
Dude, I saw them. Who's their quarterback? Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared
Yeah,
Goff, yeah.
Dude, when he threw
Yeah.
the touchdown
The
pass to win
game-winning
the game,
touchdown.
he just ran
Yeah.
off the field to the coach and just gave him a hug.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I can't even imagine
Yeah.
the relief they must feel from that.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh.
Then they came into this week and got slaughtered. But like they got their one.
Hey,
They
you pick what you
Yeah.
can do.
They didn't drop a dud. But
No.
next week when we update you guys on fantasy, I'm playing if everything goes right. I'll be playing like one of our like really close friends, and then winner of that plays you.
Yeah.
In the first, so like, because you got the bye week, so
Yeah.
all you have to do is win one, and then you're in the finals, which is exactly like how the CDL goes.
Yeah, right.
Rigged.
Yeah, FaZe wins like 3 games and they win champs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, No, it'll be good.
No.
Good competitive week.
It will be fun. But yeah, we had a good weekend of just watching football, relaxing. We played some COD. But before we get to that, talking about season 1, dude, the biggest news that came out today, so far, it's a rumor. Mm-hmm. We don't know if this is true or not, but we've mentioned before how Envy has 2 CDL spots, and you can't do that. So they've got their Optic Texas spot, and that other spot's been up for grabs. Apparently, our boy, Mr. Robert Kraft, the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Kraft, owner of small organization, the New England Patriots, is going to come in and buy that spot, and will run that, and it'll be a potential Boston CDL team.
Yeah, which is
money.
Big news for us. Very exciting news for us because that's like the whole reason we started this, because like we want the CDL to grow, and we didn't have a Boston team to root for. We didn't have a home team, but now like Boston has to have a team. Like we're the city of champions. Sorry for everyone else, but we are.
Yeah, no, it's great news. I hope it pulls through. And like we've mentioned probably from some of our earliest episodes that we've always been hoping for that to happen. There has never been any news of that being a possibility, but this opportunity came up, and it makes sense. I mean, he's obviously very business savvy and successful, and understands that that's a market and it's a growing league. So if he gets in there, I mean, it's going to be huge.
And
just the fact that he's in it, people will support them.
And Boston already has like an esports team, like the Boston Uprising.
Yeah,
they're the Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch League team,
right?
Which is under Activision too.
Yeah.
So this only makes sense for him to grab another team under Activision.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect match.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this happens because Mike and I were going to be season ticket owners.
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
every weekend, bro. I'm going
every weekend.
Anytime there's a game, I'm going there. But like, come on.
Yeah. And every time, hopefully, events next year, live events. Oh man. Oh, maybe they'll do events in like Gillette or something. Yeah. Who knows? Dude, that'd be crazy.
Can you imagine? Yeah, because we're only like, from where we are, like maybe 20 minutes from Gillette.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be insane.
Yeah. People are driving to see the Patriots. Dude, we're driving to see the Boston team.
Dude, if they held LAN events in Gillette.
Yeah. That'd be nuts.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah, just like have it in the field there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're doing Gillette's
I can see it now.
They're doing like a renovation to Gillette for 2023, I think.
Oh, they really?
Yeah, they're renovating like the whole thing
for the CDL.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Can
the Patriots.
Can you imagine?
Just for the CDL.
Yeah, right. Just for this potential buy.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's going to be cool. I'm curious though as to what the team is going to be, because we had mentioned, I don't know how many episodes ago now, that potential Washington team that was going to spring up.
Yeah.
With who's going to be Methods, TJ, Venom, and Vivid.
Yeah.
And then that fell through. But now Vivid's on another team.
Yeah, he signed with Florida.
Yeah. So now that's the other 3 guys are still not on a team. So I don't know what they're going to do. Like, do they just kind of copy paste those guys and bring them over?
Yeah, right.
And bring in a 4th guy, or do they just take completely new talent?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully, the rumor was they're partnering with like Oxygen Esports, which you and I have no idea. Like, we've never heard of them.
Yeah, we never heard of them before.
They're pretty small, but hopefully they can bring in someone that knows enough about the players in the CDL. A good general manager, good coach to recruit good players.
Yeah.
And we're not coaches or anything, but we're here.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
We're big fans.
Yeah, we have some knowledge of the game. I think that would be like to have Methods on the team for sure. Methods and TJ would be really good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been in the game long enough. And Venom, he didn't do incredible last year, but that's not really all his fault. It was kind of a tough situation.
Yeah.
And he proved himself in challengers.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good 3 to have on that team.
Yeah.
Personally. I don't think that'd be too bad.
I personally think like the number one person they need to sign is Methods.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he's a true leader, and like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's consistently like showing up in challengers.
Yeah.
So he's got if they sign him, and then, maybe for the first year, like have him like hold the keys.
Yeah.
And, sign the players that he wants.
Like,
That'd be perfect.
No, I think so too. And because he has such a massive following.
Yeah.
He would bring a lot of attention to that team. Unlike somebody else, like I mean, there's so many people in the CDL right now that they don't really have much of a following. You know, they're really good, but they don't do anything regarding content or anything on that aspect. They're not active on socials, and he's the exact opposite of that. You know?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, his personality too, like that just fits Boston.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
no, it's hilarious.
Yeah, so
he'd be a perfect fit for that team.
Yeah, exactly. And he's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So I mean, New England.
Yeah, he's not too far from it anyway.
So that'd be awesome to see him there. So hopefully this rumor's true, and like this is a long game. If Kraft comes in, we're gonna, CDL's got to grow for the next few years.
Yeah, because I mean we've been struggling to get that 12th spot filled anyway. I mean I think it's always a guarantee that it's gonna get filled, despite what if you ever see on Twitter people are saying there's only gonna be 11 teams.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think people who would like follow it really knew that was ever going to be a possibility.
Yeah.
They have to have 12 teams. It is late, but obviously like this looks like this could go through. And if he's behind it, I would imagine that, I mean, funding is not an issue.
That is not an issue. Yeah.
Which for a lot of these guys, $25 million for a buy-in is insane.
Yeah.
But
then overhead on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. But for him, I mean, he's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
And the organizations that he has too, they're multi-million-dollar organizations. So it's not too difficult for him to be able to do that. It's just putting everything together in time for when it starts up in February, I believe, right?
Yeah, beginning of February.
Yeah.
But, it makes sense. I mean, the Kraft family, they own, like, the Patriots.
Yeah.
They own Boston Uprising.
Revolution.
Right? Revolution. Like, they, so let's add another sports team under their belt.
Yeah, right? Just keep it going. Why not?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
not? So it'll be cool. I mean, that's the biggest news that we have. There's nothing else really on it. There is an article that came out, which I haven't looked at yet, because I think it just came out like a little bit before we ended up recording. So I'll have to go read that and see if there's anything with more detail in there. I'm sure there is. But
we can. I'll link this article below too. In, like, the show notes.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you guys want to take a look too, and if any of you guys are from like the New England area or Massachusetts, like you guys can read on it too.
Absolutely. But this was good news that came on Monday, but over the weekend, dude, we were hustling away at season 1 here.
Yeah.
Since it's finally upon us.
Yeah, finally. With all the delays. I mean, and there's still even more delays.
Yeah, right.
This, so
yeah, little frustrating.
Yeah.
Still.
Like I mean, I kind of understand it with if you guys have been following like Activision, it's been an absolute mess over there.
It's been a nightmare.
Protests. The CEO resigned. Like employees are walking out and stuff. Won't go too more into it, but I kind of expect a delay from all that.
Yeah, it definitely has to have a impact on the cycle of things coming out for the game and things being updated. It's kind of weird because remember we looked at the banner for the season 1, what they were going to have, like Control.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for us, right? We've just been constantly raving about how we can't wait. Control.
Yeah.
That's not in the game yet.
Yeah.
And the only clips that we'd seen of it was completely broken with the spawns.
The squad spawns.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm glad that it's not in there yet. So maybe they can fix some of that stuff.
Yeah. I don't think
it's just delayed gratitude. Like it's gonna come and it's gonna have its problems.
Yeah. I think I don't think they're gonna fix squad spawns.
No.
I this game would be really good without squad spawns. It's like MW.
Yeah.
Like squad spawns. And for like everybody else listening that don't know what squad spawns are, basically say if you're playing domination, right? And if your team controls flag A and the opponent controls flags C and B, right? And say you run into the opponent's side and you're capping C and you killed 3 to 4 players on C, but one enemy, like you didn't kill that enemy yet. If that enemy stays alive, all their teammates that you just killed will spawn right on top of that person.
Yeah.
Which is god awful.
Right. It's ridiculous.
It makes no sense. Because in older CODs, and I want to say all CODs that aren't MW, spawns aren't like that. Spawns are manipulated by like where you are and where your teammates are. So for example, like this one's like super easy. If we're playing 2v2s, Mike and I, right?
Yep.
If Mike and I are on the right side of the map and we kill 2 guys in front of us, they're going to be spawning diagonally from us on the left.
Yep.
And that's how it should work.
Yeah.
Because where we are, we're positioning ourselves and we're forcing them to spawn into a different area.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just basically you're blocking spawns because what the game doesn't want to do, and rightfully so, is they don't want to spawn. If I'm on one side and Justin's on the other, they don't want to spawn people right in front of us.
Yeah.
You know, so they're going to try to spawn them out of the way as best as they can. And,
which is what should happen.
Yeah, exactly. And then to our advantage, I mean, that works for them obviously because they don't end up in gunfire.
Mm-hmm.
But for us too, if you have enough knowledge of the maps, then you're able to know, okay, like I know where you are and you know where I am, so we both know, hey, that's where they're spawning, so we can have our guns ready, looking that way.
Yeah, exactly.
But now there's times where we'll be playing and we're just constantly in the mix.
Yeah.
Because there's one guy that maybe we can't find, like. Say like Red Star, like there's a guy up in the building, or there's a guy like what's the building? I'm trying to think, like the hotel.
Yeah.
And they're spawning back there because there's maybe one or two guys in that area.
Yeah.
But we're killing everybody, and they just keep spawning and spawning and spawning.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't get a break.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one person that we missed.
Yeah.
And like the example that I was saying, like where they spawned like diagonally from us.
Mm-hmm.
Say me and you were on the right side, and we only killed one person there.
Yeah.
And we missed the second guy.
Yeah.
The person that we just killed will spawn right in front of us again on top of that, which makes no sense. And like that could be a disadvantage for us and an advantage for us because we're not expecting the person we like killed to spawn right in front of us again.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. No, it's really frustrating. I haven't liked squad spawns at all. I don't really know too many people that do, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, squad spawns were introduced in MW.
Yeah.
Like, it's only this game in MW, which is funny because MW is one of our least favorite CODs.
Yeah, and I mentioned before, right? It's where I do respect MW for really changing Call of Duty. Like, they did like a complete revamp of how it's played and everything. Yeah. And I respect that. I personally just didn't really like it. The squad spawn thing, that's like, there's just small things with all these games that if they fixed it, like again with Vanguard, right? If they didn't have squad spawns and what's the other thing I'm thinking of? Like all the breakable and destructible barriers, like the game, it would be even better. Like
this game would be good.
Yeah, it'd be a really good game. Yeah. But it's those things that literally just drive you up a wall all the time. Yeah, because you can't play it like traditional COD in that aspect. Yeah,
Yeah, and like I know from the casual fans and stuff, like we're casuals too. But I would let us know, like in the comments and stuff on YouTube, or just like tweet at us. Like, you guys really enjoy the breakable barriers and spawns is like most people like we're nerds about this stuff. We like to learn about this, but all my friends that just pick up the game and play, like they don't know what squad spawns are.
They don't care
about that. Which is fine, whatever.
Right.
But do you guys really like the breakable barriers? Because like I hate them. Yeah. And from every person we've talked to, they hate them.
Yeah. Whether it's people who are pros or people who are like we were just talking to on Twitter or our friends in real life, people just think it's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah. And
we do it too. It's frustrating even in Champion Hill. Like again, we can't remember then like how to really describe it, but that one map with a bunch of tires and two like wooden buildings, dude, the way to look down like the lanes, I mean, it's crazy. There's times where I've gone up to that and I shoot it or I break like half of it down and I just have like the most insane head glitch. On that destructible barrier. And it works to my advantage. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, this is trash. Especially when it's done to me. Then I'm like, yo, this sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And like I don't know about you, but like in the other CODs, right, you can run up and like say there's like a window in front of you and you can like knife the window and the glass will break. Yeah. But you can knife the window and like back up a little bit like while you're doing it. Yeah. Because your knife will extend and like hit it. Yep. But like in this game, there is no like when you melee at your elbow. Yeah. I'll like go up melee and then like back up as I'm doing it and it won't break it. Yeah. But in like other CODs it would. Yeah. I mean that's probably just a mechanical thing that I just got to go up closer and do it. Yeah. But that's really frustrating because that's killed me multiple times. Yeah. So
no, I mean I think I know what you're talking about. It's killed me too. I mean just the like what's the map that was in the it's Eagle's Nest. It was in the beta.
Yeah, on the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. With all those freaking windows that I want to jump out like to go into that right lane. Yeah. Or whatever it is. Like That drives me wild.
On the ledge.
Yeah, on the ledge there.
Yeah.
I cannot stand that.
Yeah.
You know, because you have to break them down. Like if you would just want to have them open, or you got to like slowly open them.
Yeah, yeah.
It just for me it throws off the pacing of the game, and it drives me nuts.
It's really frustrating.
Yeah.
The breakable stuff. But going back to control in general, I mean, I think it'll benefit control a little bit, like for casual players, right?
Yeah.
You know where they're gonna spawn.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, like control, like they're only spawning in one area.
Yeah.
Even like the older games too.
Yep.
But with squad spawns, they're really only spawning in one area now.
Yeah, exactly. So if someone knows spawns, then the other team is toast, more or less.
Yeah. And it's like in this game, like we said, it's not hard to figure out what they're spawning. If one person's alive, they're spawning right on top of them.
Yeah.
And for us, might not be that bad. Like we just know don't push into their area.
Right. Right. That's usually what we do.
But for pros, like this is a big problem because there's no strategy. Because you can just block people's spawns and just spawn trap.
Yeah, I mean we saw it with Simp doing that to Salium.
Yeah.
On what is it, Bokage?
Yeah, Bokage.
Yeah. And he just was watching him spawn right in front of him, just constantly over and over again.
Yeah.
And when the game should not do that because like we talked about before, the game does not want like traditional spawns don't want to spawn him there because he's right there and he's gonna die.
Yeah.
But they just keep doing it and it's so stupid.
Yeah, exactly. And like regardless, like for competitive, it's tough for the players to deal with that. Casuals like us, like, I just want control in the game so we can play something else.
Right.
That's all we're going to play. Because control is going to be really fun. But I know in last episode we talked about Season 1 being delayed because, of all the stuff that's been happening with Activision.
Right.
And control is supposed to be launched with Season 1. Yeah. But again, like, these delays are happening because of all the stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
And like I don't think it's going to be in the game before the holidays. Hopefully it is.
I hope so too.
But I would imagine like a lot of people at Activision, obviously like people are walking out and demanding like more money.
Yeah.
And people are taking vacations.
Yeah.
Like, we got to remember that, there are actual people.
Yeah, right. They're not robots.
Yeah. Like they're not robots just building this game out.
Yeah.
So
but something too, we were talking about the Breakable Bears and relating to Season 1, right, is there were 2 maps that have come out. We talked about those, Paradise and Radar. Radar being the one that's MW3's Dome.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I haven't played Radar yet. Have you gotten on that?
I played it once.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What would you think about it?
I mean, it feels like, it is Dome.
Yeah.
But there are like breakable stuff, which is changes.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't able to like run around through the whole map and like look around everywhere, but
gotcha.
Again, like it doesn't feel like Dome because like it's just on a new game, but like it is Dome.
Yeah, okay.
Because the remastered maps, like we could talk about this for a while, but like no matter how much they remaster maps, like it's gonna feel different on like every COD.
Yeah,
it's not on the original COD.
Yeah, I mean we talked about that, right? With no, it was not Vanguard. Cold War when they went and did Slums.
Yeah.
Playing Slums, like, because we did not too long ago, we went and played Black Ops 4 with our buddy and played Slums. That map feels so different.
Yeah.
From BO4 to Cold War, it's totally different.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it way more on Black Ops 4 than I do on Cold War.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And, like, so these maps, like, they'll always work on like the majority of games, I would say.
Yeah.
But it just feels different.
Yeah.
Like, we love to raid in Cold War. Like that it feels so good on that.
Yeah.
map. But it definitely does not compare to Black Ops 2. Like it just feels different.
No, it doesn't. But the map that we did play, I mean, we got one, I got like only one game on it. And I probably like it because I fraud that game, was Paradise. That map doesn't, I mean, I didn't go too, like, on some of the parts, like there's a bunker. I didn't play around there or anything. But that map doesn't seem to have much destructible stuff, which is kind of nice.
It is nice.
Yeah.
It's just big open lanes.
Yeah, it is.
Especially in the...
Right in the middle of the map.
The middle and, like, the bunker area. Like, it's just wide open.
Yeah, the bunker area is really strange.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even bother going over there because I'm like, if I go here, I'm going to get smoked.
Yeah. I was there the whole time, and, like, it was just slow.
Yeah.
I, like, probably found, like, a few people.
Yeah.
That was really it.
But those are the only 2 maps that they added in for the Season 1, which... I haven't played Radar yet. I like Dome from MW3, so I mean, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah.
In Paradise, like all bias aside, because I had a good game on it. That map's like it's pretty good. I mean, again, I got to play it a lot more. But they just like they don't come up in the rotation a ton either.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like again, like we're playing TDM and like kill confirmed Dom and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, they're just not popping up because they have their own playlist.
Yeah.
But like I'd rather just throw those maps in.
Right. Maybe it's our fault then.
Yeah. Right.
We should just go into the actual playlist and let them know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, those are the maps from there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really from the update that we saw. Like guns, I don't know if they added in any guns yet or that we've.
You have to unlock them.
Yeah.
In the battle pass.
Yeah, so we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been kind of a slow season 1, but it is upon us.
Yeah, exactly. The thing, like, I just really want control because we'd be going through this like super fast if control was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. TDM, like, to us, like, it's just so mindless.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to talk.
Yeah.
We just go and get kills.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we've been, we won't talk too much about it, but that's why we play a lot of Champion Hill.
Yeah.
Because Champion Hill, like, obviously it's a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
But we have to actually communicate and, like, use teamwork.
Yeah.
Where TDM, like, I really don't. And Domination, like, I like Domination, but I don't like playing it when I know that, like, the odds of us, the odds of us winning are pretty slim.
Yeah.
Because people just don't play the objective.
Yeah, exactly. And we gotta do like a whole podcast about like that, just like because I understand, most people that come back from their jobs and pick up COD, they just hop on and play Dom. Like, I don't know. I would say most of them don't really care. Like, they just want to individually play well.
Yeah.
But like, I'd at that point just pick up and play TDM.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
just do that.
Like, I don't want to keep losing over and over.
No, I agree. I mean, that's why I don't really like it. We just get so frustrated with it because you go in there and it's like, you're gonna get cooked.
Yeah.
Or like you'll do okay, but then you still get the L, and I'm like, man, come on.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like for us, it doesn't matter if we lose and we do well. It's like doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't really care all that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been playing a little bit of multiplayer. Again, just mainly doing Champion Hill because we've been having a bunch of fun with that. But main thing we can talk about has been Warzone.
Yeah, we finally played Warzone after over a year.
Yeah, right, dude. Seriously, it's been that long.
Yeah, the last time I played was senior year of college.
Yeah, how crazy is that, bro? Yeah, I can't remember the last time I played War. Oh no, I did. I played it during. I played one game during Cold War. I've mentioned it a bajillion times. Yeah, to get challenged, and that was it. I purposely died.
Yeah,
and then once I got it, I just died again, so the game counted, you know?
Yeah.
And then I left.
Yeah.
So we went and got in a handful of Warzone games starting up.
Yeah.
First impressions of it, I like the look of it. I think it looks a lot.
Colors.
Yeah, personally, color wise, it looks a lot. It's more vibrant than Verdansk.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And Vanguard in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the Vanguard multiplayer is pretty dull for the most part. But that map Paradise is kind of bright, which is nice.
Yeah.
But the only thing, I mean, for us, since we're a bunch of plebs and we're playing on the PS4, we're playing on old ancient hardware here.
Yeah.
Warzone, it's very hit or miss the way it runs. It's not super smooth.
Yeah. No, it's not, and it's I told you to turn off world blur, motion blur and stuff. You can tweak all the settings as much as you want, but I feel like this, Warzone's, it's been the same since MW. But I feel like when I played Warzone back then, it ran so much better.
Yeah.
But that's I'm pretty sure the PS5 wasn't out yet then.
Yeah.
And it just felt so smooth. On this, it's it's not.
No, it's not at all.
It feels. When we're in gunfights, it sort of feels smooth.
Yeah.
But running around the map and searching places, I don't know, feels really clunky in my opinion.
No, it definitely does. And I thought at first because I have from time to time, thankfully right now, knock on wood, I haven't had too much connection issues.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a connection thing, but that's more lag I get,
Yeah.
Not the actual playability of the game, how many frames it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I like those frame drops, but you were saying too, you're like, oh yeah, it doesn't really look as good, doesn't really feel that good.
Yeah.
And then I got that insane glitch on my gun.
Yeah.
Whereas like I couldn't even see my gun. Like I'd switch to it and it'd just be a bunch of pixels.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like a bunch of polygons all over it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is this, bro?
Yeah, and people that are listening, like that play Warzone, I'm sure you know, like that glitch where your gun is literally just like shooting out. It just has like black shards shooting out of the gun. You can't see anything.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I remember that glitch being in the original Warzone.
Yeah.
And it's still not out.
Yeah, they haven't fixed it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just from us watching Warzone on the outside.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're going in. I'm like, dude, Jesus Christ. Like, it's weird. I know a lot about Warzone having not played a lot of Warzone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, again, I'm putting a lot of the blame just because it's an old gen console. That's why it's like that.
Yeah, I am too.
You know, overall, like the map's cool. It's something different, you know. And like we're not amazing at Warzone. Like we fit into the category of like we're like casual, we're mediocre.
Yeah.
You know. But
our experience and our multiplayer like gunny is what carries us.
Yeah, that's the only thing that
and it only gets us so far.
Yeah. There's just there is strategy to Warzone, but
sure.
There's so much like luck involved too. Like an insane amount of luck.
Yeah. No, we're definitely not running around like psychos icing people. Like that's not happening.
Yeah, and like we can't do that.
No.
I mean, we can talk about some of the games. Like one game we landed in docks.
Yeah.
We legit sat there for like 10 minutes not moving because we were in the circle and the circle was closing in on us.
Yeah.
Like it was a perfect spot to land. But we literally sat there and didn't do anything. It was so slow.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, multiplayer it's like go, 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 go.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and in this we were just like, yo, Mike, what time is it?
Should
we move?
Yeah,
Like,
right. No, that was the thing. When we saw some guys on the supply drop, or you were like, "Do we push it?" I'm like, "No, let's chill."
It was like 300 meters away.
Yeah.
Like, and we were like, yeah, all right, let's just chill.
Yeah. And then we did, and then we ended up just staying for a while. And we're just seeing the numbers in the top right, like people are slowly dying off. I'm like, dude, we could actually just do this the entire game.
Yeah.
And we could probably get we can get up into those like top
20s.
Top 20.
Yeah.
But then the second we're like, you know what, screw it, let's just go.
Yeah.
You know, like let's go and actually try to play and get some kills.
Yeah.
Like within 30 seconds, gunned.
Yeah, and people doing the same thing as us.
Yeah, people are just waiting. Yeah, they're all just sitting around in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, like granted, like that game too, like we dropped in the perfect like spot.
Yeah, we
like,
did.
The circle was coming in on us, but like, I don't know, players like us, you know, that want to play quicker, like theoretically, like we shouldn't have moved at all.
Yeah,
because,
right.
Like, there's no reason to.
No,
absolutely no reason to.
No,
but like we're just sitting there. It's so boring.
Yeah.
Like just not doing anything. Like I want to go and like get kills.
Yeah. No, and that's where it's kind of weird because you watch the guys, like obviously you're popular streamers, and those guys are running around doing freaking kill races going off, you know. But you gotta check yourself and be like, yeah, like not many people are actually doing that.
Yeah.
Like regular people like us.
Yeah.
Most people are just sitting back, you know, twiddling their thumbs, like holding down angles, and that's like you do that, I guess, for the first part of it to try to, you know, weed out the people who are running around like idiots and being reckless.
Yeah. I'm sure, like, yeah, obviously those streamers, like, they're really good, but you get to the point too where you're like, all right, like, you know where the busy places are.
Yeah.
Just drop down, like, get all the kills.
Yeah.
But like, we're not at that.
No, we're tiptoeing around, being like, "Oh, what's this area?" I mean, granted, it's a new map too.
Yeah. It's definitely a new map. And those guys are on PC, which you know we'll add onto like later. But,
yeah, and that game, like the game looks and plays so much nicer on those two.
Yeah, way nicer. Way nicer.
On the PS5 and PC, like is so smooth. And it looks so fast.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm jealous of because like if we were on those consoles or if we're on the PS5 or PC, like I'd be running around.
Yeah,
just like because we have the gunny to like you know shoot people from distance and stuff.
Right.
I sniped a guy like in a truck.
Yeah.
Moving, like my first time like picking up a sniper in this game, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, right. You're like, let's go.
And then we like went down from like another team, but yeah, we just got to play it more, you know.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people not really liking the map.
Yeah.
You know, some people were very divided, saying Verdansk is better.
Yeah.
I think it's just too early to be saying that. You know, you've had how long? Like what, over a year of Verdansk?
Yeah.
And this map has been out for a week, if that.
Yeah.
And people are like, no, definitely not as good. I'm like, give it some time.
Yeah, we got to give it some time.
Yeah.
Like I will say like this era is it's kind of hard to make a map interesting because if you want to be realistic, there weren't like buildings
Yeah.
like in that area.
Yeah.
Like it's just all hills and like jungle and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing about this map is it is very hilly.
Yeah.
Like there's a ton of hills.
A lot of hills, yeah.
Yeah. Like regarding open space, I don't really know because I remember Verdansk had a lot of open space too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so
They had a lot of open space, but like flat areas.
Yeah.
And this, it's like open space, but a ton of hills.
yeah. So it like there's some times like we had a good game and we were trying to navigate up this freaking road
Yeah.
in this hill and it was just like some serpentine road.
Yeah.
And then there's this giant rock wall. We're like, oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we have to get over this.
Yeah. And if you have people like above you at that point, like it's over.
Yeah.
Like they got the high ground on you.
Yeah.
Like you're not doing anything
Yeah.
with that.
And then I remember we ended up getting caught that game too.
Yeah.
I mean, what were we placing? Like, I think some of them we were placing like top 20.
Yeah, we're placing top 20. I
Yeah.
think our highest placing was 12th,
Yeah.
which I mean, like after over a year playing,
Yeah.
like, I'll take that.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, let us know. Are we trash? Is that horrible
Yeah.
placing? Like, I've only got I think maybe 1 or 2 dubs on
Yeah.
Warzone, from the amount that I've played, which is pretty slim.
Yeah, I know I've got more than that, but that's because I only played Warzone with my roommates.
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever played.
Yeah.
I never queue up like solos or like
Yeah, never.
anything, and we've only played like a handful of times together.
Yeah.
So I mean, Warzone, like it's definitely fun when you're with like your friends and stuff, but this map, like we just got to learn. you
Yeah.
know? And we were just playing the Vanguard version. We didn't even play like the full Warzone
Yeah.
with all the other guns in it. So
Yeah, that's what's so weird too is going back through this, having played Cold War and MW, and now we're on Vanguard,
Yeah.
and we see all the old guns again.
Yeah.
It's very weird. I'm like, oh damn, dude!
Yeah.
Like you kind of forget of some of these guns, especially like an MW.
yeah, all those old guns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I get like PTSD from half of them. I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
Like I don't know, it's odd. You can tell like we're not Warzone players. Like,
Yeah, right. The way we're talking about this, people are probably like, Jesus Christ.
Jeez, you guys suck. Like, the only thing that translates from like multiplayer to Warzone is like the gunny's still there.
Yeah,
So I mean, we're gonna keep working on it. Hopefully, get a dub soon. So we're gonna do a countdown or a count timer. So
Yeah.
day 1 of no dubs.
yeah, right. Episode 44, we have no dubs.
Yeah.
We're gonna be episode 150.
Still.
no dubs,
Dude, legit. You know how we always talk about like Champion Hill, for example.
Right.
We're like, dude, there are people that probably have not gone to first place,
Yeah.
and like we've consistently been getting first. Like I don't know, like all weekend.
Yeah, that's something that was kind of surprising to me. Is some of the games that we play, it's weird, dude. We'll come across these absolute demons
Yeah.
in Champion Hill. And then like the past couple nights we've been playing, like last night, I don't think we lost. No, did we? We lost maybe one game, right?
Yeah, we came in 4th.
Yeah. But like most of the games that we play, we just fry these kids.
Yeah, we just run through.
Yeah.
Run through, and again, like we like Champion Hill because it's strategy.
Yeah.
Like you can't just run off by yourself.
Nah.
And like we're calling out where people are, and like we look.
We're
at-
sweating.
Yeah.
Sue.
Yeah, we look
Sue
at the
me.
map and we're like, okay, we're pushed up here. They have to be on the other side now.
Yeah.
They can't be spawning that side.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely fun until you get the players that literally don't move,
Yeah.
that don't do anything. And we're like, you know what? We get impatient. So we say we're not going to move. And then we get impatient. Then we start moving.
Yeah. No, right. And then we end up paying for it. And then we
Yeah.
get so pissed because we just
Yeah.
threw a bunch of lives.
Yeah.
Now, I've grown to really like Champion Hill. And this is weird because in this game, I mean, this is a new game mode that they've created.
Yeah.
And we had that in Cold War too. We had, was it Fire Team or was it Firebase Z? No, Fire Team.
Yeah, Fire Team.
And then we had Dirty Bomb too.
Yeah, Dirty Bomb. Yeah.
Right. And those were 2 new game modes that they put in as well.
Yeah.
And I didn't really like those game modes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm sure there's people maybe listening or just out there in general, people really like those game modes and gravitated towards them.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how some game modes, some people they really like,
Yeah.
and others they just can't stand at all.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, the Dirty Bomb, we played like a decent amount in the beginning. I remember like the mini. It was basically mini Warzone,
yeah,
which I mean, I like that more than like Warzone right now,
yeah,
just because the map's smaller.
Yeah, and it ran better.
Yeah, yeah.
We ended up playing a lot of that too for the season challenges.
Yeah, which is probably why.
Yeah.
Like why people didn't like them, and like why we didn't like them too.
Yeah, it's because we're just constantly grinding out challenges in them.
Yeah.
But no, I mentioned it because I watched this guy on YouTube, the Act Man. Do you know him at all?
I've heard his name.
Yeah, I really like a lot of his stuff. He puts out really good content. But he had done one a while ago saying like he's not excited about Vanguard.
Yeah.
And had mentioned that game mode. He's like, who's gonna play this? Like, who cares about it?
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of like. Obviously now I don't agree with him because I'm like it's actually a really good game mode.
Yeah.
But I wonder why that is. If that's just because we like the 2v2s.
Yeah.
You know, and that's basically what this is. It's just 2v2 and Warzone.
Yeah.
Put together, you know, it's like a, you know, it's about battle royale basically. It's 2v2 battle royale. You just kind of get to the end, and the last two people face off, and whoever wins the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, well, there's 2v2s and 3v3s, which, you know, I see where he's coming from too, because it's like, who's going to pick up the game? Like, you know, someone that just likes COD picks up the game. They're not going to just go and, you know, randomly click into Champion Hill.
Yeah.
They're probably going to just click into TDM.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Dom or something.
Right.
And I don't know, Champion Hill, I think it's more for the competitive casual players like us.
I think so too.
Or, you know, people that, like, you know, you have a buddy to play with.
Yeah.
Which, like, honestly, I have no idea how many people just, you know, sit and play alone. Like, I know we do.
Yeah.
But, like, we're gamers.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, I would say, like, most people want to hop on and, like, have a buddy to play with.
Yeah, no,
like,
I think so too.
Champion Hill's, like, a perfect game mode for that, you know?
Yeah, and you definitely see it too in like, the play style of people too, that they're playing with their friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, they're not just queuing up with a bunch of randoms the way they play the game. Like, they are getting trades or they are running together.
Yeah.
You know?
They're moving together. Like, they're, you know, all that.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell there's strategy involved in this.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big reason why we like Champion Hill.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they add 2v2, like, face-off, just pure face-off, like, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because we'd be playing that all the time, too.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's why, you know, we'll continue Champion Hill, but that's why we want controls, because control is just strategy. You know? More often than not, people are not going to load into control just to play it, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
People who know what control are going to go and play it. But, dude, speaking of strategy in Champion Hill, I don't know if we talked about that last week with the flamethrower BS.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we did. Dude, this... It's time to stop the flamethrower crap in there. This is the only thing I can handle. Then we'll have to stop. This thing drives me bonkers.
Yeah,
bro. So if this has to have happened to people if you're playing.
Yeah.
But people go and they'll play through all the games, like they'll play all through the rounds. Then they get to the last round, and then they're just hanging around by the buy station, and there's like 3 seconds left, and you're like, all right, you know, we're getting ready. And then you see this clown. He goes right at the last second, surprises you, buys the flamethrower.
Yeah, snipes the flamethrower.
Yeah.
And the flamethrower is just
so good.
It's so OP. Like, you know, the flamethrower range, first of all, is absurd. It reaches like half of the map.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. And you're in like a juggernaut suit on top of that too, right? And, you know, Mike and I, we've had our handful of losses. I'm pretty sure one loss, we had 12 lives, and they had one, and we lost.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we couldn't kill the flamethrower person.
Yeah. We've had those games where we've been up lives like that, like 12-3, and then we've lost like 11-1.
Yeah.
Like in that round.
Yeah.
You know, and thankfully we've had a few of those where we turn around or salvage it.
Yeah.
Because you lose the flamethrower after that round. Yeah. Thank God.
You survive, yeah.
Yeah, if you end up surviving. Yeah. There's a lot of times that's what we do. We just are like, you know what? Screw it. We're just gonna, like, if we can kill their other guy, kill him a couple times, and hopefully leave the flamethrower guy by himself.
Yeah.
We're just gonna hide. And he knows it too, and he plays like a punk too.
Yeah. I think it's the final round is like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And 2 minutes is a long time in 2v2s on a small map.
Yeah, dude.
That is a long time.
Excruciatingly long.
Especially when you're getting fried, like, over and over.
Yeah, dude, you can get fried, like, in the, like, maybe 4 or 5 lives in, like, a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they just go and
Yeah.
go, especially since there's 2 of us.
Yeah.
You know? Just the lives are going, like, dum, dum.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And, like, luckily last night, I think we went up against, like, 2 or 3 flamethrower guys, and we won all of them.
Yeah, right?
And, you know, I want this flamethrower thing to stop, so I'm going to give you guys a strat. Strat is, if you have an LMG, like, get that LMG and light up the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Because it'll kill the flamethrower person so fast.
Yeah.
Or run around with your partner and literally just run around the whole map.
Yeah.
Because you're faster than the flamethrower.
Yeah. But, dude, the flamethrower guy is still fast, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is, like, another reason why he's a broken mess.
Yeah. Still really fast. And, like, if you can, like, both of you need to lay bullets into them first.
Yeah.
Like, a ton of bullets, just constantly.
Yeah, dude.
And stunning. Use your stunts on the
Yeah, that is true, too. You have to use the
distract
stunts.
them.
But, yeah, that is the most brutal thing in Champion Hill right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, I don't know why people just don't outright buy it, but it's definitely this, like, trolley thing right at the last second. Be like, oh,
Sniped.
yeah. Yeah, because there's games we've gone into, and we're up, like, the lives we've mentioned before, we're up, like, 11-3, and we're like, oh, yeah, we got this. These
Yeah.
kids are smoked.
Yeah.
And then they buy the flamethrower, and we're like, dude.
Yeah. And, like, we have to go so hard.
Yeah.
Like, insanely hard.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, you make it to the finals, like, we don't want to lose
No.
at all. Like, we're so close to winning. No. And, I mean, personally, I think we've gotten better, like, handling the flamethrower. Like, we know what to do.
Yeah.
But it's
Plan
just,
B. We're like, yep, plan B now. Let's go.
But it's just so annoying. Like, when we talk about this game, you know, it's more strategy. When it's the final round, there's strategy. Mike and I are like, all right, how much cash you got? Like, all right, you know, I'll buy the life. You don't buy anything just in case last round.
Yeah.
And, you know, we'll have that person wait at the buy station. Like, is he buying it? Is he buying it? Oh, he bought it. Yep, you got to buy it.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just a giant troll fest in there at the last second. We're like, oh, yeah, who's going to buy it?
Yeah, it's like chess.
Yeah. No, seriously, it is. But then sometimes you get into the last round with people. Dude, we've played those games where I'm like, yo, this guy, this guy made it to the last round.
Yeah.
I'm like, homie, how did you get here? I'm like, you are a burger bun. Bro.
Yeah.
You're a freaking rock. Bro.
Yeah. And like, we try not to buy the flamethrower at all because it's
such a trolly, cheesy thing to have in the game.
And like, for the most part, like, we usually have like a pretty like big life deficit. You know,
advantage over them.
Advantage over them, or like our opponents, whatever.
Right.
But you know, we don't need to buy the flamethrower and like cook them. But the fact that we need to prepare for that just in case, like, it's so annoying.
Yeah, and the funny thing too is, more often than not, now it's not even like an if. It's usually when we survive that round and we go to the next round and they don't have the flamethrower, it's over for them.
Oh yeah,
because now it's all gun.
Hyped.
Now it's all
ready.
gun skill, and I'm like, oh yeah, you
like,
guys were dying for that round.
Yeah, like,
you should have hoped that you could have closed the round out there.
Yeah,
but now you're toast.
I think it was last night. We someone bought the flamethrower, and it was a few games. Like, it was on the map with like the wooden walls, like in the middle, that we don't know the name of.
Okay.
Yeah, that person had the flamethrower, and like, we survived that round like barely, and then we got onto the train map, and we won. Right off that.
That happened, and then there was that other map with the like, it's like the market. You know, it has the platform there. Yeah. And
those guys just hid.
Yeah, well, because what would happen is we ended up smoking it because his teammates sucked.
Yeah.
Who didn't have the flamethrower.
Yeah.
And we killed him so many times.
Yeah.
And the guy with the flamethrower, he was like, it was him and his buddy left.
Yeah.
And they were scared shitless.
Life.
They were like, they had no respawns.
Yeah.
Because they had to kill us. Like, I think we had maybe 2 respawns or a respawn left.
Yeah.
And they were not going to take that risk.
Yeah, because if we eliminated his buddy, that wasn't the flamethrower. Flamethrower's still powerful, but that person's like defenseless. Yeah, like, they're just gonna get shot at.
Yeah, we're just gonna be lighting them up the entire time.
But they literally just sat in one room and didn't move, and we didn't move either. Yeah, because we were like, we're going to the next round. We're good.
Yeah, no, it's It's insane. I mean, it's a ton of fun. I really like Champion Hill. It's grown on me so much.
Yeah. And there was one map too. It was a plane map, like planes.
Oh
on each
yeah.
side. And I had the flamethrower, and the enemy team had the flamethrower. I just ran up to the dude with the flamethrower, and we both shot each other.
Oh yeah, right.
Face to face, and I ended up killing him first, and then obviously we got an advantage after that.
Yeah, right.
But Champion Hill, if you have like a buddy or 2 other people, like
do it.
Play it.
Yeah,
it's super fun.
Trust us. It's really good.
Very fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely like it. So we just need to get control in there, and then we're ready to go, dude. Then we'll finally have the complete thing.
We got the trifecta.
Yeah, exactly. We got
control.
Start the day off with control.
Yeah.
We'll play a couple games of Champion Hill, get some dubs, and then we'll end on Warzone.
And hopefully get a dub.
Yeah, right. Hopefully get a dub again. Day 1 of no dubs right now.
Yeah. But to wrap things up on just like Warzone in general, because like it was our first time playing in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I like the map.
Yeah.
I think it'll grow on us. The more we play it.
Yep.
There are a few things that I wish were different. One big thing for me personally is that mine is like it doesn't run that great on old gen.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
There's no FOV slider, which is
whack.
That's really, I understand why they don't have it on console.
Yeah.
And on PC they have it, but man, it's hard to, like, for example, us playing Warzone on standard FOV, and then we switch over to multiplayer.
Dude, it's so weird.
It's very hard to adjust. And usually we're probably going to play multiplayer and then jump on Warzone.
Yeah.
That's extremely hard to adjust. And I saw a tweet. Someone was like, having no FOV slider is like your last priority. Like, you shouldn't be worrying about that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's kind of true. But, like I would much rather have that on old gen than not have it at all.
Yeah, I don't really see how it's not difficult to add that in.
Yeah.
I mean, you have it in the multiplayer. It's not difficult to do.
I think it's just that I don't know how the console would run with
that is true.
Because, like, again, that map's big. It's huge. So that's my reasoning, I think, why it's not in there. And, like, again, we said it doesn't run the best on old gen.
Yep.
So I wonder what it would be like with the FOV slider.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might have an impact on it, but I don't know. I wonder if someone's tested that, if it really does have that much of an impact. That, like, we would notice it, on console. Having, like, it's not that great anyway.
Yeah.
If we had an FOV slider and we were using it, if we would notice, like, oh my god, it's so much worse. Like, it shouldn't even be in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, if there's more graphics to be loaded.
Yeah, right.
Like,
more problems.
Yeah, way more problems. Like, we'd be running on, like, I personally play on 100 FOV in multiplayer. Imagine running around in Warzone and everything's just blurry.
Yeah, can you...
Like, you can't even see people from distance.
Oh,
like,
dude, that'd be a joke.
That'd be annoying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hopefully they can make Warzone a little smoother on old gen. I don't know how they would even begin to do that, or if that's even possible.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
I think it's more the console ability.
Yeah, exactly. Like, again, we're just playing on a dinosaur at this point.
Yeah. I think they might do some small optimization updates, as it's been up or it's been out just for a week now.
Yeah.
But I don't really know if it's going to change that much.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold my breath for it.
Yeah. I don't think it will either, but there's a huge difference going from Warzone to multiplayer.
Yeah. Night and day.
Big difference.
Night and day.
It's so smooth on multiplayer. And you take that for granted.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I remember when we played Vanguard, and we're like, this is not smooth at all.
Yeah.
And then you go to Warzone. Warzone kind of feels like the beta.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Like.
Or was it, beta or the alpha? No, beta. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beta was trash. That's what Warzone kind of feels like. Yeah. It's not like, I mean, I get why.
Yeah.
But
it's not as bad, but
no,
it's like.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
And then playing Vanguard now, like, we go into Champion Hill, I'm like moving around, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, we're literally slipping and sliding.
Yeah, it's so nice. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the movement, like, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But hopefully we get a dub in Warzone soon, because I don't want to be like, episode
75.
Yeah, still no dubs.
Yeah. Yeah,
we're on to the next Warzone map.
Yeah, right.
No dub.
Let's hope not, bro.
Yeah.
Oh god. But anyway, let us know though, guys, how you're doing on Warzone and what you think about the map so far. If you're liking it, not liking it, some of the pros and cons that we listed with it, and how many Dubs you have racked up so far. Because right now we're on 0.
Yeah,
you know?
You guys definitely have more than that.
Yeah, for sure.
I got 2 more things actually.
Oh yeah, sure. What are you gonna say?
So I posted a poll on last week's episode. Like
Yeah.
Spotify has like an option where you can like
Okay.
ask a question or whatever. So 5 people responded, which I appreciate.
Appreciate all 5 of you.
Yeah, those 5 people.
Legends.
And the question was, are you more excited for Vanguard Season 1 or Warzone Pacific?
Mm-hmm.
And more people were excited about Season 1
Yeah.
than Warzone, which I think it.
Hell yeah.
I know it was like 5 people, but like that's good to see that.
Screw Warzone, bro.
Yeah, right. More people like multiplayer than Warzone.
Yeah, right. Forget about him.
And the second thing was I want to give a shout out to John.
Yes.
He DM'd us
Yes.
and said that he was listening to the podcast. So appreciate your support, man.
Absolutely, we appreciate it.
Yeah. And again, like we want you guys to like message us. We want to, talk to us.
Yeah, and he went and sent an invite to join the MATCC clan.
Oh yeah.
So he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. Hop on. We got more spots for anybody that wants to join.
So it was lit.
Rocket. Yeah.
I was pumped to join him.
Yeah. Right. But well, we appreciate all the support. We're here. Again, we're just casual COD players.
Yeah, right.
A lot of the podcasts are always talking about competitive, which it's good, but we need a podcast for the casual people to introduce them to competitive Call of Duty.
Yeah,
which is why we're here.
Exactly. No, so it's great to see that that engagement and people are enjoying it, and we get to see these actual people that listen to us.
Yeah,
you have no idea. It's sick.
We love doing this.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best. So, again, thank you to all 5 people who went and replied in that poll, and then to our boy there, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, and I hope he listens to this podcast too. Listens to this episode.
Yeah, right.
one and done.
Yeah, right. He's like, yo.
Yeah, right. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, or we think we're all set?
I'm good.
All right. Well,
points.
again, we thank everybody for listening right now to episode 44. Be sure to follow us at Twitter or on Twitter at the COD Casuals. And we've been linking our anchor.fm at the COD Casuals on Twitter. Just that's like going to be our main hub for every platform that we're on. Also, go to YouTube COD Casuals to like, comment, subscribe on the video there as well.
Yep.
Get our YouTube going
since
YouTube is impossible to grow on.
Yeah, right.
Any support, we greatly appreciate it there.
We also have an Instagram too.
Absolutely.
Right now we just post, reminding everyone every week when the episode launches, but stay tuned. Next year where Mike and I are going to have some meetings,
Absolutely.
revamping some stuff. So.
Yeah. So we got more content on the way.
Yeah.
Instead of just the podcast.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so everybody, this has been episode 44 of the COD Casuals podcast. I'm your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
And we will see you in episode 45, guys. Take it easy.
See ya.